My favorite song is the one that goes, last session, our party woke up in what they thought should have been Malavi's bar. One by one, escaping their rooms and walking out into the realm of doors. The group seemingly separated into two. Each group was led different directions by torches lighting themselves on the walls. Gus, Kepri, and Vin found themselves eventually reaching the large open chamber where Lynn Pranoth usually stations himself. You find the large ASMR watering his plants and humming to himself. A conversation ensued where Lynn discovered that Gus did not wish to continue working for this group and offered him an easy out. As this happens, Murin and Satyr had spotted another door into Malavi's bar, entering through into an unfamiliar room, but one that Malavi seems to recognize. As you find her drunk in her own divine domain. She activated some sort of holy magic of her own to track down Vim. This magic alerted Lynn Pranoth with the other group, and you begin to fight. The first few seconds of combat before your whole team showed up were rough, but the party prevails, long enough for Malavi to start sending them home. And despite the odds, you managed to kill Lynn Pranoth before Malavi sent you away, discovering that, sadly, this was a simulacrum. You all have kind of bolted awake from this quote-unquote dream with a lot of things to discuss. You all have these wounds. Satyr, you wake up, you're still a werewolf. Half of the party is soaking wet. And as you wake, the sun is still down. You have a few hours before the rest of the village begins to wake up. But you cannot get another long rest in today, so you might as well start your day. As you all begin to bolt awake, what do we do?
Um, I think them bolts up and the remnants of slow kind of leave them. Um, but they look around. Is everybody at this point awake?
Yeah, you've all been woken up. I think Vem and Kepri had just woken up Satyr and Murin. Hmm?
Okay. And then is everyone very injured? Oh gosh, I don't have too much.
Murin looks okay. Kepri was pretty hurt. I think Gus has taken some damage.
Gus is
And
okay.
Gus, okay, I don't know how Satyr is.
Yeah, I know I'm under half, but
Um, 41 of 85. That is less than half, correct?
same.
Kepri will say, uh, I can just sit around for like an hour or so. Don't have to use the magic on me.
Yeah. I well, maybe we could try and bandage ourselves up. I used quite a bit of magic, and I seem to still be a bit exhausted. Um, is everyone all right though? Anything I need to tend to immediately?
Uh,
Anything?
who I was about to ask, like, who is worst, or did we already say that? Sorry.
Kepri might be worst. I think both you and I are under half HP. I'm at
Yeah,
30 of
I just
69.
mechanically don't worry about
Yeah.
healing Kepri. Kepri will
Yeah.
just start a short rest and use some hit dice. Because I
Uh,
don't know how
Yeah.
much health Kepri
I
has.
yeah, I will say I guess that hearing especially Kepri of them will kind of look to everybody. Um, seriously though, is everyone here? Is everyone all right?
As far as I can tell, is everyone is here. I'm sorry, I missed something interrupted me. I missed a bit of information. Everyone's here.
I
DM.
believe everyone's there, unless someone
Okay.
is left.
Yeah.
Um,
I guess we should all. Kepri may have the right idea of it. Try and uh, get something in our stomachs. Maybe bandage each other up. Um,
I took a bit of the beating, though I'm fine for now. Um, I think. Sorry, there's a mechanic
you're good.
that has to do with me when I'm at half health, less than half health.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
You just muted
You're
yourself. Oh, okay.
I think he may be on the phone.
I will say you're not actively in combat. I'm not sure if your thing still
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
happens.
It would be in combat. I am sorry for that. I'm
Okay.
being interrupted. Um,
No, you're not being bad. We're all EP. This is the EP session.
uh, I. Yeah, sorry. It was an outside interruption. I apologize.
Um, around, bandage each other up. Uh, did I'll look to like who were the last people in there? It was Gus, Murrin, and Seder, right?
Mudin and
Did
Seder
you
were the
all
only people that saw Lyn Pernoth or the simulacrum die.
did did you all see what happened to Malavi? Is she all right?
I do think Mudin had said that they did. I think they did say that they killed Lyn Pernoth, and that Malavi was
Sorry, yeah, I
fine.
forgot what happened
But
last
No,
that
it's
it
time.
was,
fine.
we found out that he was, yeah.
Yeah, actually, if Morin is like sat up, but is like almost frozen in just pure anger, and like is like gripping the blankets really hard and just full of anger.
Yeah. What was the what we put there on purpose? Uh, something,
Uh,
an artifact. Gus, I don't know if you know anything. I was confused. Said something about an artifact being near.
Gus shakes his head. You see him, he's kind of in his notebook trying his best to um take down descriptions of everything he saw. Um in the excuse me, in the garden. He right. He said he's thought I must be near an artifact of Alina. I mean, I thought maybe with all the rain it was possible that an artifact might be nearby creating that effect. But
The rain is caused by a dragon.
the rain is caused by a dragon.
You're almost
right.
certain. Yeah.
But I don't think it's that. So I think perhaps he said that just because I was there. I mean, that's what I used to do.
I don't know. I wasn't sure if there was something. Nonetheless, does that normally happen? Do they normally pull you in if you'll need an artifact? Or is that something unique?
Not normally, Gus.
Yeah.
You would normally be pulled in to be told about an artifact, or you could, with like knowledge of knowing how to take it to the realm of doors, you would go there after you've acquired one. Um, but
Right.
again, Lynn Pernoth didn't seem like he had summoned you.
Right.
And I think like on Kepri's really like big insight check at the end of that last session, um, yeah, it doesn't seem like he was the one who had summoned you there.
And
Right.
Malavi didn't summon us either.
What did?
That is what I've been no idea too, but how the hell does this even happen? Will we have to navigate this realm anytime in the future when we need to see Malavi, or have the luck to end up there?
Well, she
Anyone
said she was.
anyone who
Uh
wants could make a religion check about this.
Oh,
religion.
I
Mm,
don't believe
I
I
in
think
can do that. I think my
Satchel.
religion is okay.
she said she was going to destroy the wardrobe, so at least it shouldn't lead directly to her bar anymore.
No.
But our rooms being separated from the bar, that's quite bad.
Wait, sorry. How did a wardrobe get in her bar?
It was in one of the other rooms.
So someone must have brought one in.
What kind of an idiot would do that? I got a 12, by the way.
Yeah, I only got an 8.
Gus got a 17.
Ooh.
Did you make one, Satyr?
I got that one.
Gus, with the 17, there's I think the first thing that you think of is Corsix could likely send
Yeah.
you there as well. You're not sure.
I was.
But
God damn it. Who's that? Corsix is Lynn Pranoth's like ally, like bestie, pretty much.
Oh.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't think you know much about them, but Corsix or the god of time himself, Arcos, could have maybe brought you there. It is his realm, one or a realm he created, after all.
I convey that.
The implications.
Should we pray to Arcos?
Why the fuck would we do that?
I don't know, we could ask. Is he the kind who answers?
Gus just has an incredulous look on his face.
He seems full of himself, but maybe if he did bring us there on purpose, he was trying to tell us something or show us something. But
Or
if not him, then that person you mentioned. Sorry, go ahead.
he may have been having us show him something.
Mm. What do
I
you think we
mean-
would have to show?
How well we can fight.
Two of us also did find Malavi's bar.
That's true.
Don't we believe we're convening with enough gods at the moment already? At least that's where I'm sitting at.
Right, it's more. I mean, I'm not entirely being serious. I don't really. No offense, Your Grace. Yeah, but I don't really follow. He seems a bit stuffy for me, but I figure maybe. I don't know. Sometimes Malavi. I I tend to get a feeling, at least, that she's heard me. Don't know if I get the same from Arcos, but just maybe being like, "Hey, did you mean to send us into your realm? Because that was horrible and scary, and appreciate if you didn't do it again. But were you trying to send a message or something? Something like that. It's a prayer. You're asking something of a god. Or, I mean, as Gus said, this other character, this other Core 6, is this an affiliation of yours?
Core 6 was mentioned by Jesse as one of the two names, and I don't think Gus had heard of the name until that point.
Hmm.
No.
So whoever Core 6 is like important enough that the people within Faerie know about them, but also kept seemingly a secret from those of you working on the Prime Realm.
Right.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if this person has ties to Faerie, it is curious that as we're gearing up to maybe go there, or at least investigate it, that suddenly we get brought to the realm of doors. If it is this Core 6, do you think maybe they were just trying to get us killed or lost?
No.
You don't think so? Sorry,
No.
I do know that there's stuff that is. I don't know if it still stands that there's things that are hard for you to answer.
There are, but it's. I think that if we were wanted dead, we would be. I think that it's still strange to me the way that his simulacrum just offered me an out. That doesn't. It was strange. Something changed in his countenance as soon as Malavi began to appear. But until then, I really couldn't read him. But
Interesting.
he didn't wish us dead. Not until he felt her presence coming. Then,
So scared of the gods, or at least maybe ones that they don't serve. And I mean, I suppose if you can't answer this, you can't answer it, but do you know why he'd have a reason to be afraid of other gods?
I mean, I would imagine him and Malavi aren't allies. That's all I could really put it to.
I suppose
She
I would be pretty scared if I was talking with someone and then a god showed up right next to them.
exactly. And I think Malavi's aware to some degree of what their plans are. I mean, she's sent her champions to go meet with Arena's children in the Hells, as she's told us. So I think they're probably firmly against each other at this point. But that's just my perception.
I know this happened last session, but as things are being talked about, could Satyr and Murin please make me insight checks?
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Damn. I got a 9.
I got 21.
Satyr, as much as like as much as you don't believe it was out of any sort of maliciousness, the moment that Malavi found out that you had woken up in the realm of doors and that the party was there, and something about her, something about her just like attitude seemed like she knew more about things than she was letting on. Like she knew how big of a deal with that like this was without really even needing the full context.
Mm.
I hate to make any assumptions about as gracious our gracious friend Malavi, but I, and for good reason, being a god and all, I think she was privy, or at least had an idea, or possibly maybe knew of the threat that this posed before it all happened, and she feigned some kind of confusion. She went to go hunt Lynn Panoff. Um, I hope that I'm getting that right because I don't remember specifically what she said, but
She didn't know exactly that like oh the party is fighting somebody, but she knew it was dangerous and like
Mm.
was very much like I need to get there as fast as possible. Um
gotcha.
and then when she saw Lynn Pranoth for the first time, it wasn't like there was a look of confusion on her face or anything. She just kind of nodded and then just went into action.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'll iterate that as through Seder.
So maybe I'm slow on the uptake, but what are you suggesting?
I have nothing against Melody, I suppose. Just that, I mean, that would be very, very grave. I don't believe anything.
What if she recognized him? Or
That,
if
that's
she. You think she was working with him?
um. Uh, I
It's
don't know
less
if I.
that she recognized him and more the fact that she was not surprised.
Mm, yeah, she didn't seem surprised to find him there. Um, I don't know. I would not want to assume wrong or malignant things, but about Malafi, that is. Hmm.
If she. I believe if she had any reason to keep something from us or be deceitful, then she's got a good reason. She still saved us.
Yes. We did hear the part where we I do recall she sent someone. She sended someone, and
Yeah,
she
she
said that they're in the
specifically
hell.
she sent two sending spells and then said, "There's nothing I can do about it. They're in the hells."
Mm.
Mm.
It could just be that uh, keeping this grave and dangerous information from us. She convened with someone. You recall Merlin and said something about them already being in the hells, so that they wouldn't be any use at the moment.
Right, her champions.
Mm.
I am. Yeah, I mean, she's by nature. I mean, Malavi's a bit deceitful and sneaky, but she's never
Mm.
one to do so in order to foil someone out of a good thing. um, she's a bit underdog like that. So if she was being deceitful, it's because I'm sure she would have been gathering intelligence or um, concocting a plan, something to get the upper hand. We, after all, did warn her multiple times that there are things out there after the gods. So
Hmm. How
I
does?
won't. Hmm?
Sorry, continue. Finish.
Oh no, you're good. I was done talking.
Oh. What is? In case. What does Merlin and Gus think about this? Because I don't know. Nathan's not sure.
Like insidey or like oh sorry.
Oh yeah, obviously I said all the stuff that I learned from that insight.
Yeah,
I just yeah.
I think my mind just goes back to whoever called us there. She can call us to her realm, and
Mm.
then when we are in her company, our ears are likely privileged, as in no one can hear what she's told us. But if another has called us, it's possible she didn't feel safe communicating anything that she had learned with us at the time.
Mm.
Could be.
It
I
had been
also
a. Sorry, I was about to say it has been a while since you'd spoken.
mhm. And truthfully, when we were in the realm, I prayed to her, prayed, and it seemed like I couldn't reach her. I don't know if that's because I was in the realm of doors, which is Arcos's domain. Maybe he
Could be.
blocked me off, but um, I this might mm. this might be too loaded of a thing to do right now. Part of me wants to insight the vibe of like, are people here um just kind of uh, how do I say this? What's the word for when people are like softening the blow, I guess? Or like being kind of fake to me about how they feel about Malavi, or are there people like kind of side-eyeing and being like, "Oh, in their mind thinking like, no, she like fucked us." It's just kind of an insight of like what the true feelings might be. But I don't want to do that without asking permission of anybody cuz, you know.
Oh yeah.
I don't
If
know if
if I
anything I
may,
said
I
made
think
sense. But
if you'll allow me, I think Gus is clearly I think without like because Gus is really like deep in his notebook right now about
mm,
like planning for their upcoming trip and all the things that are going on with them right now. And every time he's like spoken to, he'll like lift his head back up and reinteract. But he's when you start talking about Malavi and it seems like there's a vibe in the room that some people that when you're like you don't think that she would fuck us pretty much, he's like no, I think it's very clear that he doesn't think she's trying to fuck us.
yeah.
If she's keeping information from us, he feels the same way you does.
Right,
She
right.
would do it for just reasons.
Gotcha.
I guess, does anybody feel differently? Does anybody, I think, feel that maybe Malvi may be purposely keeping things from you?
I mm, I don't I don't think Malavi's like purposely. Let me say this in character.
Valid.
I, I think I think your lady has um proven useful as an ally at the very least. I would never claim to understand the knowings and reasonings of any of the gods.
Hmm.
I
Sure.
will say when we found her, she was passed out drunk, which did instill a little bit of doubt in me, I won't lie.
Hmm.
Um, but I
Was
I'm
her
more
husband? Sorry.
I'm not there.
Hmm.
Uh, I think there's a part of me that worries Malafi may have been replaced, but I don't know if we have enough evidence to make that call for certain. But it is a worry I have.
We'd feel some shift, though, wouldn't we? You think?
I I would hope so.
There is certainly something odd with the gods. Their names erased. Oh, that's a scary thought. Changed, erased, changed, but kept the complete same, so it would go under the radar. I choose to reject, frankly. But I hope she's all right. Did she was she okay in the end when you left?
Seem to be.
Mm.
Did you notice that she did not attack the simulacrum?
I wasn't paying attention, I suppose.
I, at the time, was thankful that she was getting us to safety.
Exactly.
I,
I mean, she's not exactly a, you know, a god of battle or anything. She seemed to be more focused on getting us out, like you said, Seda.
She
I,
has like 10 knives strapped to her.
hmm,
I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound accusatory, but
Well, no, and I will reiterate, I think you all know the story. She wasn't alone when she did it, but she killed the previous, like, god of her domain.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
She is a fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Undeniably so.
Yeah, I mean, no insight needed. Also, though, Vim is being like when she says "I reject," that is the full stop, and that's kind of clear what's going on.
Yeah.
Um, but I think
I,
there is kind of a though unintentional, you know, I literally imagine in my mind's eye like Murren not even trying to be intimidating, but kind of leering very tall over Vim, saying all this stuff, and Vim is just like sinking a little lower and lower. Um, but
I
in the end,
I
does say, yeah, like I don't even think he would do it on
I
purpose.
no, I agree with you that that is kind of what's
Mhm.
happening, but it's absolutely not on purpose at
Yeah,
all.
yeah. Um,
I
and I
think
think Vim still just ends up, well, I mean, I reject, but nonetheless, we've got she did get us to safety, and her business is her own. But we need to see about these injuries. Getting some food, maybe preparing for
Yes.
going to Faerie, maybe? Question mark? Are we
And
still doing that?
I would presume so. Uh, I I only say that I will agree with you for the moment, Vem. Just that if Malavi has also been lost, that would be very, very bad, and bring that not to be the case. Yes, we can tend to ourselves, and we're going to the Fae, so long as my mother still is.
And I'm maybe this is Ronnie, but which one of your mothers was it that we're going with?
Abigail.
Abigail. Okay. Yeah, because the other mother is very, very pregnant. Can't go.
You all take a short rest. Is there any final conversations or anything you'd like to do before meeting up with Sader's mother?
Ooh, I'm gonna roll some hit dice.
Yeah,
I
you
will
should
as
roll
well.
hit dice.
Gus comes up to them and sits next to her and very quietly goes, Malavi hasn't been lost. I don't have any proof of that other than a feeling. And just because Marin couldn't tell that he was a simulacrum doesn't mean she couldn't. I think she was purposeful in her movements, that was for sure. But what was more important was getting us out. And he kind of like gives her a little hug, but otherwise just kind of sits next to her.
Yeah, I think Vim doesn't say much, but when you give a hug, does like kind of lean their head against your shoulder and kind of just squeeze you in like a seeking comfort moment and then let go. I'm I'm glad someone's got sense. And it's very like half-heartedly. God damn, I can't roll good for my hit dice.
I have a real life log of shit instead of a brain right now. What do I do from what? How do I know how many hit die I get to roll?
It's per level.
Okay.
So
And
you
it's
should have 8
yeah, but it's
total.
yeah, you have different D or dice for druid and blood hunter, I think. So
Yes.
it's like however many druid levels you have those dice and then
Yes,
yes.
I knew that part. I just forgot what determined how many I get. Thank you.
I was actually we don't have to roleplay any of it, but Morin doesn't short rest. He instead just takes a a brisk walk around and comes back when everyone is ready to talk with Abigail and Rhea.
Sun is still down. It is rising very soon, but with this canopy overhead, you can't really see it to begin with. But the bulb of light off to it would be in front of you as you exit the house. Bulb of light atop the tree is slowly getting brighter and brighter. You take a short walk around, and there's no one else out. It seems like everyone is in bed. Scratch that. There are likely one or two individuals with bows just keeping a little lookout. They give you a short nod as you pass. They just seemingly were told about your presence or recognize you from earlier in the or earlier the day before. The rest of you take a short rest. by the time that you get up, you make your way. Seder, your mother likely isn't awake just yet, but I'd say like your father probably is, Cedar. So you all start getting ready a couple of hours after you wake up and begin heading that way to just kind of wait for your mother.
Oh,
Huh?
shit, sorry. I did have one thing I just want to ask Seder really quickly.
Yeah.
Is when we start heading towards her parents' house, Vim is gonna kind of sheepishly go up to Seder and be like, "So, I don't know if your parents are like loaded or something, but do they happen to have spell components for revivify? Because I've got a scroll, but I need like 300 in diamonds for it, but it would keep us alive."
The scroll,
Oh.
just to correct, the scroll doesn't require components. The components are
It does
included
not?
with the scroll, but this is a single-use scroll.
Understood.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'll ask anyway, just because I actually can take that spell.
Yeah.
So just scratch the scroll part, and I'll just ask, like, I can be good for it. I'm broke now, but I don't know where else to find diamonds other than maybe, like, are your parents the leaders of the town? I thought so, but maybe that's not true. I don't know.
I well, I suppose that is the case. The looked up to, and yeah, I suppose they are. Just for Nathan's sake, Abigail can cast Revivify, correct? Or am I mistaken with that?
Yes. So Abigail does have Revivify and has enough diamonds for a single casting of it.
Okay. I do know she's capable of that as well. We are not well I can't think of the word. We are not rich here, if it's not too obvious. I can ask, but I'm uncertain on how much spare we'll have.
I don't want to take too much. I just. I wish I had Morin's supernatural sense for sniffing out jewels and money. Listen, I don't we haven't found anyone who sells gems. I need gems. So I can bust a move. Maybe there's fairy diamonds, but I'd be scared to take them. Sorry. I'll stop.
No, it's all good. And for clarity on my part, because I am not able to cast Revivify normally. Did you say I could do it through the staff? That I would need components?
I
It is
don't.
a third level
I
druid
don't
spell.
think it comes with the staff. Because I remember it
Yeah,
was
it's
like
certain
Revivify is
druids
like
have it.
I think it's like a druid optional.
It's like a wildfire druid ability, I believe.
As you reach your home, Seder, you open the door. You see the long table that was made for all of you. Cedar, your father, is indeed sitting down. It seems like he's planning out a hunting rotation for the week. On a short like scrawl with a little quill pen. He looks up out of the corner of his eye as the door opens and smiles, gets up and greets you with a hug. He goes, "Good morning. Abigail already left. Did you not go with her?"
When did this happen?
Last night.
Oh my gods.
She came in to let me know, said she was going to get you and Rhea and head out there to make sure the portal didn't close.
Oh fuck.
Well,
What? Oh, no, we're not privy to any of this. What can we do to... Oh, we have to catch up to them or
She
something.
do you still have that scroll, Seda?
Oh god, do I? Was I given... I'm so sorry. Was I given a Druid Circle scroll?
You have the sending
Yes.
scroll.
Oh, yes. But if they're in the Fae... It can't
It
go.
might work. It might not. Who knows?
You don't think that she would have made it in time. Oh, your father also would have mentioned that Jesse left with them. But, you don't think that they could have gotten there by this point. You don't think they could have gotten there just yet.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna send Abigail.
I don't feel good. I feel bad.
You feel bad? Why is that?
This, I'm just. This doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Brr. I'm gonna send Abigail with the scroll. I'm just gonna. Please let us know where you are. We didn't hear about you leaving early. We're ready. We can be fast. Please. That's what I'll send.
It's been open too long. Need to get Rhea there. We'll be back in 3 days after we make sure it doesn't close on us.
Well, I can't say anything back. Can I? Seder hates to do it, but can I attempt a insight check on the sent message I got back from Abigail?
Sure.
It's a 23.
So, you don't sense anything is up. You think maybe your mother is overreacting just a little bit. She did not need to go without you, especially just to be a few hours earlier. But she's not. You don't get the feeling that she's doing anything other than what she thinks she needs to do right now, which is a little clouded by everything that she's learning.
I don't obviously don't suspect anything. I just think she's being a warrior, as we tend to be. Just so stressed and unsure, but to be cautious. It said that it'd be 3 days before they return. Or did I hear that wrong?
Yeah, she said she would be back in 3 days.
I just wish. Why didn't they just tell me where they were?
Your father kind of looks out and goes, "That is weird. I mean, I understand everything is weird and it sounds very dangerous, and she might just want to keep you out of it. I know I personally certainly don't want you going into Faerie, but if you're going to be there with all of your friends and your mother..."
It's a dreadful situation to be in. I just, if she's going at all, I need to be there, and she's just, with everything going on and continuously happening,
She said she'd be back to get you, dear. I don't think she would lie to you.
No, there are dangers even without going into the Faerie that we can't predict, not anymore.
I think it best. Well, maybe this is more a question to pose. Should we try to catch up,
I
or is it not?
know. Well, I know that you also all had many questions, and if you can't ask Ria, you could try to take advantage of your 3 days. There's a library up in Hinterscop. Listen,
Hmm.
listen. Abigail is the strongest druid in this village, and Ria is on the same level. I do think they will be okay. I have to think they'll be okay, or I'd lose my mind, but you just have to trust, darling. He gives you a hug, Satyr.
Tater hugs back. I just worry I will end up losing mine. um, I am unsure our next step. How far would it? How long would it be to Hinterscott? Thought it would be more than 3 days.
It takes you a day to get from here to Hinterscop. Less so with your really fast magical cart. Sorry,
Wait,
no.
didn't
Kel took the
yeah.
Kel took the magical cart. But it would still be a day on foot. And you
Wait.
would have 2
Speaking
days
of,
there to kind of figure some things out.
yeah, I think them literally does just kind of jump up a second. Oh, I completely didn't tell you. Uh, sorry. Uh, Kel is already on her way. Um, said so last night. Before we left, but didn't get the chance to say anything. Obviously, we woke up in a. Well, let's not get into that. But she's on her way there. Um, she's got the cart, unfortunately. But I guess we'd meet up with her one more time. Unless you want to go after her straight away. I'm not going to decide that for you, Seda, but.
Oh, I dislike it. I just if she tells us to wait 3 days, then I suppose that's what we'll do. Just, maybe we can find something else that could help us in Hinterscop. But I yes, I'm sorry. That could be good.
What do we do?
Well,
Mhm.
my plan is, I guess, just follow Sader's lead, and if that's heading to Hinderscop, then I won't argue, but I don't want to speak for everybody.
Ow.
Uh, I think Gus perks up uh, when Hinterscop is mentioned. Um, and I think he says, I would like to travel there to visit the library, if only briefly, just to try to gather any information.
Sure.
Could be things there also that we might be able to get to help us uh, stay safe. And he's kind of looking at Seder with a kind of look to communicate, like, you know, that he wants to look for stuff that might help her with her werewolf ailment, perhaps, but without saying it in front of her dad.
Mm.
Um, I don't think Sator's even thinking about that right now. But
Fair.
I just, um, I we need to return to and be here when Abigail said that she'd return. That'd
Of
be the
course.
only thing.
So you would get about a day in Hinterskop if that's the case, because you would have to travel there, take a day to get what you need, and you'd have to travel back the next day.
Hmm.
But what were you going to ask, Ronnie?
It's not super important.
Hmm.
It was just more of a silly ask. It's all right.
What is it?
Yeah.
It was more just. Ugh. I mean, I doubt it's like anything. But there's part of me that wants to incite Sator's father to be like, did the parents conspire? Are they trying to keep Sator out of Faerie? That's just the only thing I'm wondering. But it's not like even that they're being malicious. Maybe just that they're worried parents.
You could make an insight check.
Yeah. But I don't think Vim's gonna say anything, no matter if they read anything about this or not. Oh, 9.
I don't know. You think whatever you think. You're not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Vim doesn't know how to read parenting skills, so yeah.
Gus does say, Seder, I hate to bring this up even as an idea, but if you feel it would be best, I maybe could travel without everyone. I would hate to prevent you from staying while we wait for Abigail to return, especially considering isn't someone here supposed to be able to help you with your leg?
I don't think anyone here could help with her leg, but somebody with the expedition was a maybe an option. And Rhea has gone with your mother.
God damn it.
Yes, I wouldn't feel. I don't know how I would feel about just approaching any of these expedition folks and asking about that. Ria is our connect on that, and I wouldn't want you to travel alone. That would be very inadvisable. Um, I just, uh, if need be, we stay a day longer, then that is that. I just, especially with this behavior, I don't want Go to be so gung ho that they go without us. Not that I think she would, just I worry. Would it be too late for me to make an insight check on cedar of the same flavor?
Go for it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, never, I got that one. Never mind. For a total of 7.
Yeah, you really aren't sure.
I'm so sorry. I did miss a bunch of what Seder said in response, but I did hear the end. When she said she wouldn't want us to travel alone.
What did I say first?
You mentioned that we could stay. You could stay an extra day if you needed to.
Yeah, if absolutely need be, I am very worried. It's obvious. And traveling alone is out of the question, especially with what we've been experiencing lately.
Still, though, if someone here is supposed to be able to help mend your leg, I'd rather prioritize that.
Oh, and I about that I believe God, what's the name of the character again?
Rhea?
Expedition Rhea. Rhea was weigh in on that. I just
Oh,
don't know how I would feel about approaching just any member of this expedition and
You wouldn't even
inquiring.
know how to find them.
Yeah.
understood.
I was going off the assumption. I thought you said there were a few like intermingled here, or are they all gone?
It was just Rhea. Just Rhea was
Okay.
staying here, yeah.
Might be. I knew there were other travelers. That's all good.
Gotcha. All right.
Are we traveling to Hinterscott
I start walking through the woods in
Yeah.
a straight line.
And I kicked
Wonderful.
myself for not having any 3rd level spells to say, hey, Kel, we're on our way.
then? That's okay. With the 18 from before the session, your journey to Hinterscott is uneventful.
Nice.
So
Nice.
anything any of you would like to do during this day's travel? You will be reaching Hinterscott late at night. You'll probably immediately have to look for a place for rooms, and none of the other businesses will likely be open. And it's pouring fucking rain.
Ooh.
Oh,
The
Okay.
closer you
I
get,
can-
the worse the rain is getting.
I can do something about that when we get there, but I'll hold off for our on the way RP.
Wait, I can do something.
Mm.
I uh I got this new ability called Storm Guide.
Amazing.
If it's raining, you can use an action to cause the rain to stop falling in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on you.
Whoa.
And or if it is windy, I can choose the direction that the wind blows in a 100-foot radius sphere centered on me.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Although it doesn't specify for the rain effect, but for the wind effect, it only lasts 1 round. But it doesn't specify for the rain.
Can you just keep using it though?
Yeah,
Sure.
seemingly.
With your Modin umbrella, you make it to Hinterscott late at night, mostly dry. Is there anything any of you'd like to do or say before you get there?
I think Vim specifically is just kind of in her thoughts.
Sure. So, we arrive, and Gus and Satyr know of a it's kind of like a 3-in-1 joint. And Gus, you don't remember it having this name back when you used to live in Hinterscott. But Satyr, and I think it just kind of hits you as you're looking for the place. It's called Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage, and it must be owned by Gus's family.
Holy fuck!
I've never been more scared.
Whichever one of you came up with that shit, I'm gonna kiss you on the forehead.
It was a joint effort. I think Terry spawned the
forgot.
idea.
I forgot. Oh my
I
god.
can't believe this
Amazing.
happened. Oh my god.
Wait, so
But you could get rooms there.
are you having barbecue while getting your feet rubbed?
I don't know how many times I've frequented the place.
And Gus, the foot rubbing part's fully new to you. You have no idea what that's about.
Oh my god.
Do
Strange.
I mean, what do they do? What do they do if somebody's got like a really dirty foot, and there's like a cooking vat of barbecue?
They tell you to take a bath first, obviously.
Listen, not everybody takes a bath before massage. I've heard stories.
They make you.
Oh, this place is mandatory. Wait, do they have a bathhouse and barbecue and foot rub?
Seder, there is a
And
bath.
bed.
It's not a bathhouse, but there is a bath.
They do have a trough. No, they do have a tub. It's not a big thing, I don't believe. I, it's a strange coincidence. We could. Would we? How would we feel?
I mean, my curiosity is piqued, to say the least.
Barbecue.
I may pass on the barbecue.
How does Gus feel about it?
Gus is just like, he looks so defeated. He's like, how could they have done this to the old steak rub rest? This used to be a
Wait,
beautiful, honorable
Pardon me?
establishment where you could come and get barbecue and have a good night's rest.
What was the former name? Hey, wait, how do you know this? Do you know this? Wait, yeah, you're from Hinderscop. I'm so silly.
The man, he's from Hinterscop. He grew up here. But I haven't been back in so long. I don't think we should rest here.
Well,
What if Wait, okay. I have a great idea. Are you scared of being recognized?
Of course.
I mean, what if I shape change to look kind of like you, and then we could just be like, we're just twin brothers, and we just kind of look like someone you know.
Mm.
Don't worry about it. That way, they can't say anything because there's two of us.
Box turns into a really big scarf, and Wheel turns into a really big cloak.
Amazing. I put them on.
Wait! 3 mimics in a trench coat. Hold on.
I'm sorry. I the freaking. Then they won't say anything because there's two of us. Is the craziest shit.
Yeah.
They won't be. They won't freak out if there's two of the people that they ruined.
Yeah.
You can turn into me now.
All right.
Yeah,
Wait.
that makes sense.
Wait. So I do, but then I don't have a tail because I can't have a tail. So then I look really goofy.
Whoa. Oh my goodness.
I look like I
God.
lost my tail in battle.
No, that's not funny anymore. Okay, change back. I need them. I don't like this ghost. He's scary.
Well, what if we find some other place and maybe a few of us who don't look like they've ever been to the establishment can pick up a plate of barbecue and do some reconnaissance.
Oh, I really want to know if Kel's mother's getting a foot massage and barbecue right now. Wait.
Oh, sorry. I was laughing so hard. There was a scarf and what else to disguise guts?
Cloak.
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 Okay. I was
Nice
laughing
cloak.
too hard to actually hear it. So you guys are disguised now. Jesus.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's a good idea. Gus, are there other establishments, like competitors to... I mean, is it a situation where really anywhere we go, you'll be recognized?
There is a place called Breakfast in Heaven that that has been around for a while. I don't know if you'd necessarily call them a competitor, but they've also got rooms.
Nice. There's a nice little joint that won't be too. Well, this place has my family name on it. That's why I specifically don't want to go in there.
Sure. Are you afraid of
but-
other people recognizing you, though? Because we can keep even more on the down low if you need to.
Perhaps, but I've got my nice new disguise here, I think.
Big scarf, big coat.
Kind of hard to see me under here, so I might be okay.
All right.
At least here in the darkness, cover of night.
Sure.
Yeah, as you all move to Breakfast in Heaven, Um, you enter the establishment. Satyr, you've likely been in here as well. The rooms are a little bit more expensive, so you probably didn't come here super often. Just because the others were cheaper, and I don't know if it really matters to you that much. But this place also has like complimentary breakfast with your payment of the rooms. Um, as you open the door, immediately in front of you, you see a small little desk. To your right is a dining hall, a short little chamber with a couple of tables and a small door leading to a kitchen in the back. Past the dining hall, kind of just further in, are a set of stairs that lead up to the bedrooms. You see behind the counter an orcish lady. Satyr, make me a history check. Let's see if you know her name.
No. Oh, jeez. I've been rolling real bad tonight, so... Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay. Let's see. I think I add anything to history? No, that's a 12.
Maybe it's Abby or Abigail. You're not entirely you're not entirely like confident on that though. I don't think.
Ooh, yeah. So that means I'm not confident enough to go up and be like, "Hey, wrong name." So, I'll walk up, be like, "Hello there, hello again."
Morning. Well, good night. It's fairly late. Are you all waking up or going to bed?
Looking for places to rest for the night.
Sure. Give me just a moment. Let me see what we have. And this, like, a little taller than Satyr. She's like 7.5 foot, standing straight and just like not super like wide. She's like kind of a little thinner, but still has like a lot of muscle. And she opens up a small book, and says, I've got 3 rooms, but 2 of them need to be available in the morning. How early are we getting out of here?
I'll look to.
Well, we're hitting the library pretty quick, right?
If you plan on leaving right after breakfast, that's okay.
Sure. Just 2 of them need to be gone.
Just 2 of them need to be gone.
Okay.
If
so
you
like
could
maybe
relocate everything into the 3rd room, that would be fine.
Sure.
And I'll give you a discount on those 2 for the convenience. Or the inconvenience.
I do suppose.
Go ahead.
I do suppose we're a bit uncertain how soon we'll be heading out of town, so that'll be fine.
With the discount, it's 9 silver for just 1 night.
All right. Is that each or for all 3?
All 3. If you'd like breakfast, it would bring it to a gold.
Sounds good. I'll put a gold down.
Thank you. Takes the gold, sets it down in a small chest behind the counter, and gives you 3 keys. She continues to say, they're not next to each other, but they're not too far. You all look very dry for having walked in here from the storm. What's your secret?
Magic.
Truly.
I don't get magic.
I Me neither.
I just hit things. If I've gotta. I don't like hitting things.
Oh,
Me neither.
well, what?
A lot of
Well,
oh gosh. Anything we were thinking about checking that library out. Is there other interesting things in town? Not really from around here. Just something to fill our day with tomorrow.
There's plenty. There's I'm not much of a reader myself. I guess you could call the library interesting. But best blacksmith in the middle of Ryland. There are plays. There's a stage down in the town square. There's horse races about once a month. One of those is coming up soon. You can put some money down on that, maybe earn something back.
A glimmer goes across Vim's eyes.
I do, I work a lot here. I don't really get to go out and enjoy the boons of the city, if they can be called that.
Sure. Well, thank you for your insight.
Thank you for your money.
Very good, darling.
I do. I've been made curious. You said you dislike hitting people. Possibly to inquire, what do you like?
Meat. Horses. Fishing.
Oh, you know, I do think I am a fan of those things as well.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, we all head up to our rooms.
I think one last thing I'll say is, just out of pure curiosity, you see a fire ganassi come through with her mother. Wasn't sure if she.
Don't think so.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I was just
You all.
wondering.
Good night.
No, sorry. I was just gonna say I was just wondering if she was staying here. That's all.
You all head upstairs. Find your rooms and settle in for a long rest. As we sleep, Gus, you close your eyes. And as you finally kind of drift off into the sleep, your dreams are chaotic. They're a little all over the place. You swear you have one where you're like, for some reason, like first person point of view, you are Jesse Altman running through the like Faerie away from this giant like wolf. You see flashes of things that might have happened in your old life, but you aren't sure anymore. And then one of these dreams, you find yourself in the body of a young Gus, a kitten, you could say, sitting atop a cow in your old family field. And behind you, a voice speaks out as you hear Lynn Pranoth. I'm sorry. We're going to take a break.
Ah!
So, as we come back into things, Gus, yeah, you're having this dream. You, for a second, like I said, you're like a child, like almost too young to really remember whatever memory you're having a dream of. But as soon as you hear the voice, you turn around, kind of get a look at your surroundings and yourself, and you are now an adult once more. You turn and you do see Len Pranoth standing behind you in this field, this familiar to you field. And he says, I'm sorry. My simulacrum did not have all of the information. It was acting based on its own thoughts and feelings, and I would not have attacked you, knowing everything that I should know.
Just nods. Can I make an insight check in my dream?
Yeah, you can. He's standing right in front of you. This is, I think Satyr mentioned it before, like, I think you can assume that this is the dream spell. The same thing that Satyr's parents were using to talk to her.
It's really him. Yeah.
But yeah, you can make an insight check.
I got a 22.
Seems to be truthful. And I'll carry that forward for the next little bit of this conversation. Like, you don't know how simulacrums work, but, I mean, you don't know, like, maybe it didn't know all of the information, and so it kind of overreacted to a situation. As you nod, he continues. When my copy, this thing died, I received all of its memories, so I understand, I know what happened. I've had that one for a very long time, almost 5 years now, and I should have been keeping up to date with it. Is what it felt about you not wanting to be a part of this venture true?
And I still kind of feel like he can't. I feel like he's not gonna try and hurt me in this moment.
You think he could? You think like you don't know exactly how the spell works, but you think he probably could if he wanted to. Like he already could have.
Yeah. I think Gus looks at him earnestly, and he says, I don't want to hurt people.
Your job
When
is
I
not
met
about hurting people, Gus.
isn't it? Hurting people, though.
No. Your job is about saving the realms. I know you don't have all of the information, but give me a couple of moments. Let me try to convince you. Around 8 years ago now, I was approached by a comrade, a Corsax alien, an Archfey. Someone that I had worked with once or twice. And I was introduced to a woman, one who could not speak common, one who should have been dead, but wasn't. For some things are not as they should be. And she told us a story. And before you, the field that you see ceases to move. The wind that was previously carrying all of the grain and kind of longer plants to flow within the breeze stops. Someone is out to, let's just say, fix these things that should not be. I know you are already aware of, I know you are already aware of Orina and her replacing of Shandara.
I nod.
But whether or not those things are meant to be, that is how they are. And setting them right would cause everything as it is now to cease to exist.
Why?
Because this, where we are now, is built upon everything that has happened, everything that was maybe not supposed to happen, but everything that did. If we change what has happened, it changes everything else. And we do not think the one who wants this will just stop at setting things right. They're not, He takes a deep sigh. I would not trust your gods. They are partially responsible for everything at play. But these artifacts, Alina, I believe bringing her back will start to set things right. Will help us stop this correction, this being. And if you still really do want out, just drop your ring, tell me where you leave it. I'll send somebody to get it in a day or two, and you can be on your way.
Okay. What? I'm kind of starting to. I think as soon as he says, don't trust, I think without saying it, he's pretty much saying, don't trust Malavi.
With your insight check, he's also saying don't trust Arcos. He's talking about all of them, not just any of them specifically.
Got it. Right. I think yeah. That has Gus kind of sus. Just a little. Uh he keeps saying this one who aims to set things right. Will you tell me who this one is?
I don't have a name. It has been lost in translation. Only that, from our theories, he is being kept in the hells. Orina has him.
Sorry, I'm taking the most notes.
I see Nathan taking notes too.
um
I only urge you on because this is important. It involves all of our presents, all of our futures. But, to give you a little time to think on that, secondary question. You really did not call yourself to the realm of doors?
no. I spoke true. I did not.
Did your friend's goddess, Malavi, bring you there?
I don't know.
See, I don't think so. I didn't feel her magic on you. But, that was all I wanted to ask. If you have any questions, maybe, to clear things up for you making your decision, please ask.
Be honest with me. If I did say, yes, I want to quit, what happens then?
You leave your ring in the location that you are currently. I give you 3 days to get out of there, and then ask somebody to go retrieve it. We can no longer track you, and I leave you alone. You stay out of my hair. I'm not in the business of forcing people to do things. I understand wanting out. At this
Do
point,
I?
I'm no longer carrying over that insight check, so if you'd like to make another one, please do.
Thank you. I would love to, because I don't believe he's, based on the story Jesse told me, I don't believe he's not necessarily in the business of forcing people to do things. Um, I don't think Jesse was having a great time. That is a 14. Ooh,
No, I mean, he seems to be fairly genuine right now.
love. Understood. Mm. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think. I'm sorry.
You're okay.
He knows Malavi didn't bring us there.
He suspects that Malavi didn't bring you there. He didn't seem very. He didn't seem 100% on that one.
Okay. So if you didn't bring us there, that means you didn't unlock my door. I noticed that when I awoke in my room that my door was unlocked, but every other door was locked that we tried.
I don't lock any of the doors. They. Unless locked by some. Somebody. Some unaffiliated individual. I don't keep them locked normally. That's not really convenient for traveling quickly if you have to unlock every door on your way.
Oh, well, thank you for your honesty.
Thank you
And
for your understanding.
I'd appreciate if I could be allowed to return to restful sleep now.
I await. I await your decision, friend.
Oh,
Um, you. You've moved further from the artifact, but you were still nearby. What is your intention?
God's sakes. I intend to return. I only came here for a brief period, but I intend to return there very soon.
And are you going to help me save this realm?
I'll do whatever it takes to save the realm.
Okay. I can't give you any specific information about the artifact that you're near. I'll speak with Corsix, see if anything sparks their mind. And if I find anything, I'll be in touch, but if not, you know how to find me. I have, sent a better informed copy of myself to the realm of doors for the time being. You should find their company a little bit more accepting.
Understood.
And are you lying right now, Gus?
Is it a lie?
Are you lying to this man right now?
Um. Well, I think it's tricky. I think if he were being honest, he doesn't currently um like plan to uh help him, perhaps. But I think it's just because like he doesn't really buy it. Like he doesn't quite buy the idea that he's on the right side of history,
Sure.
with what he's up to.
I will need a deception check in that case.
Wonderful.
Come on.
What'd you do?
Well, I got a 5.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, Captain Jones.
Good night,
I love you
everyone.
forever.
He nods his head and says, just let me know. When you awake, you will know how to activate that little relic you carry. I should bring you here when you need to.
I
And
nod.
he ends the dream.
That's what the ring does. Maybe.
Gus also has one of the miniature wardrobes.
Mhm.
Capri.
I'm here now.
Mm-hmm. You are here now.
That's scary.
Your dreams are scattered, as they normally are. You see a lot of memories that I think you've recently seen before kind of just flash through your waking mind, and you're mostly searching for more, and it's hard to find anything past what you remember. Your brain starts making things up, and one point you are standing in a large watchtower. You are looking out off the side of a massive sky city, and you see the city of Dim Torta below you, at a time when it was once a major dwarven settlement. You hear the sound of footsteps coming up the stairs. You turn, look, and you see Lynn Pranoth standing at the top of the stairs.
Shut the fuck up.
And he looks and says, "Hello. I'm sorry for interrupting your dreams."
Not the first time someone's done this.
Really?
Not who I expected, though.
Don't worry. I have no intention of harming you. The version of me that you saw was mistaken. I wish he had not attacked the way that he did. Are you feeling okay?
Honestly, I'm holding back very hard. And not trying to punch you in the face.
You could. I do deserve it.
Just... Okay. Since you're not... you, or the one we met,
I
or however the hell that works.
can explain slightly. I
Fine.
created that version of me a very long time ago, before I had learned a lot of the things that I've learned and honestly grown as a person. He sat there uninformed, unupdated for the longest time, and he believed you all to be a threat. As soon as he was killed, his memories were returned to me, and I realized how big of a mistake that was. I am a smarter man than I was 5 years ago.
And... I'm... God. I'm going to be really honest with you. I really don't know what the hell is happening.
What are your questions? I can help.
Okay, great. Awesome. Definitely not like the other one. Why? Usually, when I do dream, as rare as that is, it's... I wake up in the room in the bar, but I woke up in that place instead. Is that because of you?
No. I can tell you that that place is not permanently connected to Malavi's divine realm. I don't have the power to do anything like that. I believe it may have been an illusion. I can't say for certain, but I know that those doors are not connected to those rooms now. I checked.
So... you didn't want us there.
That's a different question. Your friend, Gus, has an opportunity to help me quite a bit. To help everyone, to be honest. And I do wish to convince him that helping me is beneficial. So him showing up was a good thing. I just wish it had been me and not me, you know.
I'm... Last time I heard someone wanted to help others, they ending up burning someone's house down and killing someone else. They also had one of your rings, if I remember.
Who was this?
Fuck, I don't even remember. It was so long ago.
Fizz.
That was sort of in character, but yeah. Vim, this.
I know of this Viz, particularly rambunctious. Last I heard, she'd been taken care of. She was asked to leave and was no longer being given orders. I am sorry that you ran into her. But to be honest with you, just finished up talking to your friend Gus. And he says he intends to continue helping me, but he has lied. That much is obvious enough, but I, wanted to try a second approach.
I mean, can't blame him for not trusting you.
Surely not. You all perceive me as bad, evil. And I think that up to this point is understandable. Based on learning that you've met with Viz, and I know one of your group has a connection to one of my own. What would it take for me to convince you that this is the right side of things? I could go through the whole spiel that I did with Gus about in a celestial Pisces, an unrecognizable one, one unknown to us, but vast power. Told us herself that this was what needed to be done. We're not out to hurt anybody. We just try to recruit and look for these artifacts.
Well, well, I suppose I'll first ask, why do you want to prove to us specifically that you're doing the right thing? I mean, we're just a group. I mean, sure, we've killed a few things that were difficult, but
You... Couple of reasons. You are in close proximity to an artifact that I desire. I'm not sure if it's the one that I'm looking for, but it's one of them, and that's a chance. But secondly, you and your friends killed one of my simulacrum. That is impressive, and truthfully, I don't want to be on the opposite side of you.
that's it?
I want the artifact. And if you happen to be close to more, I might contact you, Gus, or any of your kin again. That's all that I want from you. Also for you to stay out of my hair, because there's too much at stake to have to try to deal with all of this as well. I don't want to fight you, and I don't think you should fight me. Not because you'd lose, but because if I don't get done what I need to, everything as you know it will cease to be.
Oh, fuck, okay.
But, again, if your friend Gus doesn't wish to help me, you don't have to, just leave me alone. And be honest, because I don't like Elia.
Well, okay. You've been what I assume to be honest to me up to this point, so I'll tell you what I think. I don't know if I can. I don't know who to trust, really, so you might be asking the wrong person. Because, you see, this, and Kepri will gesture to the view. I don't even know if this is something that's from my mind. I've just been going with this group and trying to figure things out as they go and hoping that maybe I'll figure something out, and we've just been getting so damn unlucky with everything.
Sure. I can show you, if you'd like. I control this dreamscape here, and your past is your past, and time is an easy thing to manipulate when you know how.
What's the catch?
There is none. It costs no extra magic for me to make something like this happen. I've already cast the spell. That's how I'm speaking with you. I wouldn't do it unless you wanted it, though.
Please.
Of course. And as things... Then Pranath raises a hand up and taps your head, and as he does, you feel yourself fall back into this kind of spirit-like state. You feel like you leave your body, and over a moment, Lynn Pranoth disappears. Just kind of smiles, doesn't say anything else. Disappears. And I want to ask you, Raph, from about the ages of 7 to 15, 16, what kind of dreams does Raph have about, or does Kepri have about their memories?
Well, uh, probably still faint traces of his family, though still it's a little blurry. You know, a few good times, a few rough times, stuff like that. But then there's just strife, pain, as the weight of what the real world is actually bears upon the young Kepri's mind, at least at that time. And plenty of indecisiveness and fear and worry.
As the dreams continue into the teenage years, a lot of things do get harder, and a lot of it comes down to the war. I think one thing that you figured out is that your family was very heavily involved in it, and the how the war was going and where it was headed it greatly affected your father's, your dad especially, like his mood, and could bring down everything. But as you all begin to awaken in the morning, you complete a long rest. Gus, Kepri, you both have perfect memory of those dreams. And Kepri, you, even though a little fuzzy, seem to remember quite a bit more about your life up until your teenage years. It's not perfect, but it's there. You all settle in for breakfast early enough in the morning for them to get out and start cleaning your rooms. You move all your stuff into the one room like requested and begin to get your meals. Is there any discussion to be had?
Oh yeah. Uh
Nobody went to any crazy places last night in their dreams, did they? All normal?
Kepri
No
will
scary
audibly,
hallways and doors and.
when you say that, Kepri will audibly go like, uh,
Huh? Huh?
Gus
Sorry.
points. Kepri, you went. You saw. Did
Oh no.
are you?
What
Fam,
the
are you
fuck?
joking?
I mean, I was kind of. I didn't dream about anything. Did did you
I was
fight
visited by
evil
Lynn Pranoth in
people?
my dream.
Holy shit.
I was as well.
No!
Okay.
Right, okay.
Anyone else?
No.
Mutton? I had a perfectly normal dream.
I dreamt I fished with the alley. Are you all serious, or are you just... Is this a cruel, cruel joke? Because I
I
am
wish
so
it was a
sick of
joke.
this.
I wish it was. You're sick of it. I'm. Well, it wasn't. It wasn't all bad. He. He really wishes for us to help him.
Ugh.
Hmm.
I convey, I think, everything that happened in the dream,
Ugh.
as best as I can.
Mm.
Um, Specifically to Muren, I do go, um, gosh, I shouldn't even say this because I have no idea at this point how much I can say, but that God in the hells. Do I even feel like that rings for? Have I heard like talk to you enough about what's going on for me that to ring for me?
I don't think you really had any idea about this. But
Mm-hmm.
as Gus brings it up, you all do remember Malavi claiming to have seen something within the hells and trying to investigate, and that's how she got hurt in the first place.
Mm. Gotcha.
So they're keeping some sort of god captive, or are they living there? Is it a god?
You think it's Quetzal?
Ugh.
Malavi said that there was something being kept within the bones of Quetzal.
Mm.
Hmm. Ugh. Mm-hmm.
Does Kepri give any details about their dream?
Uh, Probably just that it seemed like he was trying to mainly gain the trust of us for convenience.
Mm.
At least that's what Kepri got out of it. Um, I don't think he'll mention about the memories.
Sure.
Hmm.
I don't believe a word he said.
Me neither. I mean, it's just interesting to me, the whole way this thing has been approached. And frankly, Gus, they made an attempt on your life, if you remember. You and Murren, they
Exactly.
I think, though,
previously.
Yes.
if Gus explains the part about the simulacrum, that makes sense to Mudden. Mudden would know the
Mm.
spell well enough to understand that, like, if he had created that simulacrum years ago, it wouldn't have all of the information. It wouldn't. It would
Mm-hmm.
maybe not even be the same person, depending on what else
Hmm.
happened in Lynn Pranoth's life.
Sure.
Although,
I guess for me, I'm more referring to previously, not this time. I don't
Yes,
know
one
if
of
you're
the
also referring
slimy
to that.
nude freaks that were trying to take our friends in the night. That doesn't seem like not forced.
not not to mention, to be honest, I'm still caught up on the fact that you said that Lynn said that if we try to fix the timeline, question mark, um, that would break everything, but he's trying to fix the timeline by bringing Alina back? Question mark? So something
He's talking
sounds...
about bringing Alina back in the present. That would just be bringing a god back to life. That has nothing to do with the timeline.
I don't understand what we're doing is breaking or fixing the timeline.
Lena back.
I want to know if he. Well, you mentioned he said not to trust the gods, but he seemingly is an agent of Arcos. Maybe not really.
But also wants to bring back Alina according to something that he believed was Pisces.
Is it certain gods that he wants us to not trust? I'm sorry, I'm going to be honest. No matter how endearing he or charming he is, I have a hard time believing anything he says is straight. Really. I think. I think he's dangling information because he knows if he's paying attention, he knows we so desperately want it. We're all kind of outside of the loop of everything that's been going on. But I don't know how much of it we can trust. And even if the attack last night or the night before was from a simulacrum um, of years past, I mean, is he implying that that simulacrum was in charge when we were attacked at the temple of Gideon? I mean, I that could be what he's implying, but I just it doesn't add up. And then it turns out Viz was just bad, I suppose. I don't know. It's all a bit hard for me.
Well,
And maybe I am just being stubborn because I don't like the way I,
just to remind people, it seems like Lynn Pernoth is not the only one calling the shots in this group.
Mm-hmm.
right. It's more so
Why is Pisces suddenly back from the dead? That's what I want
and
to know.
well, it's also more so I don't believe like sorry, let me get back in character. Even if he's not the one solely calling the shots, I don't believe maybe he has this grand idea of good intentions, but I don't think that he's actually. Oh, should I stop?
Nah, I think you're.
Sorry, what'd you say, Raph?
I said I think you're good.
Okay. I just don't think that this group is. I don't think he can promise us that they won't unleash more chaos. That I don't want my name associated with. And especially the personal damage that's been done to. I mean, I look over to Seder. I don't mean to be harsh. I don't
We've
love or hate really the concept of a replacement. It's just, I think this group has, at the very best, may have delusions of grandeur. At the very
they
worst, I think that they're lying.
they only made themselves known to me as deceivers and capturers, kidnappers. I it would take much bargaining and much resolution for me to give them any leeway. It's ridiculous.
Mm.
I don't believe them.
I think we're in agreement there, Seder. I have a hard time um, trusting someone who makes it so clear that he wants me not to trust others. Yeah, of course, he would prefer that I trust him over Malavi or anyone else. I don't think he specifically meant Malavi from my talk with him. I think he meant the gods as a whole. But I will say it gave me some solace to know that uh, all of your doors were locked, actually. I think that meant that someone is perhaps trying to look out for you.
Well,
Hmm.
I think the odd thing to me is that after we woke up, the doors that we came from were not ours, from what he said. So,
It was all very strange. I'm still wrapping my head around it, frankly.
I
Hmm.
um,
I'm thankful he didn't show up in my head.
I don't know why you showed up in mine.
Thinks they deserve to be there. They already believe they deserve to be in every family home in Ryland. So,
I do want to ask.
But why?
I don't know if Gus, this may be a question you cannot answer, but what is the point, truly, of replacing people? Because no, I mean, is it simply a disguise? Because that's what it is for me. But it seems to go beyond that. No offense, my friend, but you seem to take on the memories and lives of people whose who whose shoes you step into. That's something that I've been curious about from day one.
Gus, with the insight check from earlier, it's like the weirdest thing. Like he said, like he didn't feel like he wasn't in the business of forcing people to work for him.
Mhm.
And like you believe that he meant that when he said it.
I'm sorry. I
Is it like, sorry, above table? Is it in the sense that like the implication being these people consented to being swapped, severance style?
I guess you wouldn't know that.
Mm.
He sure didn't
yeah,
seem like a fan of forcing like you to continue working for him if you didn't want to.
true that.
He just wanted you to
Um,
be honest with him.
yeah, which I think Gus does say that, and he's like, and I do continue to lie to him. I'm not afraid to admit that.
I mean, good on you,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Good
I
on
think he
you.
I mean,
knows.
what does he expect? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I do the same.
Capri goes, I think he knows, and like you know that you did not lie good enough.
Nope.
I'm gonna be. For someone being super powerful, he really did choose, like, the two worst people to talk to. No offense.
I mean, I think it was
Not take it.
no. Frankly, I'm sorry. And once again, I apologize if I'm being stubborn. I just don't trust the man. I think he was being a bit strategic. Seda would have killed him. Maybe Murren would have as well.
actually would have
And I would have been
I
so obtuse I
probably
wouldn't
would
have
have jumped on him. Yeah.
and would have been so
Okay.
obtuse I wouldn't have said anything. I think he was being strategic.
Hmm.
I would have loved for him to try and talk to Seda. Sorry.
I was already, I had it all scripted out. I know exactly what it was.
You've been planning?
That's what she does when she goes and stands near facing the wall. That's what she's muttering about.
Oh,
She's rehearsing arguments.
I will say he was surprisingly forthright. I think, especially judging by his time with you, Kepri, it seems that I'm not sure if it's a trick or not, but he's making it seem as though he'd really prefer not to be on our bad side, but he might be trying to inflate our egos as well.
well, we
I
did.
think whatever we decide, we just need to be careful.
Hmm.
Frankly.
I mean, if we do what he said and you leave everything here, Gus, about that stuff, do we really think it won't come to bite us again?
Well, we're I think the caveat is to leave him alone, which I think we all know is not the plan.
Or too tangled. It wouldn't be that simple.
We at
Well,
least have to go get Vala first.
I mean, I was going to say, even if we cut ties with him, there is still Vala. They, like you were saying, if he's not calling the shots, she may be part of her own team or answering to someone else. So we may see other sides of this collective. Just maybe not him.
Aye, he makes a good point about the copy being old, changing over time.
And did you say that this all originated from an archfey? Was that what he said to you?
Corsix, yes.
Yes,
Corsix, Elianus, and Arf.
he did say Corsix was an archfey. Sorry.
All good. And a woman who couldn't speak common and should have been dead. At first I thought that he was speaking of Shandara, but I'm not sure that he was.
He was talking about Pisces at that point. I think.
Oh, Pisces.
Yeah, through the whole group, you can put together like he, when speaking of Pisces, held some great regard.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Or 6, 7.
Okay, so I do say, yeah, I
Yeah?
I
6 to
think it's
7
like
gems?
Corsix.
I love y'all.
Oh, love you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Gus. I said stupid. Was
Six.
there more that you wanted to say there?
No, that's all good. Not particularly. Um,
Will you keep the ring?
uh, well,
Secondly, if you do leave the ring behind, one of you with the sending spell is gonna have to let him know where you left it.
yeah.
No.
Do we have to do that though?
I guess you don't necessarily have to, but he'd really appreciate it.
Little
That's
lost and
why I
found.
don't want to do it.
Gus, how about you throw it down a well?
Part of me thinks that if I don't officially quit, he might continue to believe that I'm on his side, and I might be able to get away with things a bit better for a bit longer.
I
But
think Kepri,
I also
based on your conversation that like Gus in no way does Lynn Pranoth consider Gus to be an ally? Like he understands that he was being lied to and fed a bunch of bullshit.
Um, no.
No?
I think if you try and negotiate with him again, you're just gonna get even worse lies.
Okay.
If you even lied in the first place.
Okay. You're a true friend for that one, Capri. I
Um,
also
You should
think
have. You should have let it happen.
I I don't necessarily want to leave it here or in Sater's home. I think I'd rather leave it somewhere more
You,
non-disclosed.
you are in Hinterskop right now. You're not necessarily in Sater's village.
Yeah. I don't
Throw
know
it
if I
down a
would
sewer.
throw it down the sewer.
um,
Throw it
oh
into one of the
god.
dino uh woods. Sorry, Capri. Go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking of a bad idea.
Please, because I'm coming up with such good ones.
They might be better.
What's yours?
What if I have the ring?
You?
I, I didn't mention it
Hmm.
because he showed me more of my memories towards the end of the dream.
What?
Oh
More
shit.
than I knew about. So
Hmm.
I think he really does want to at least have some favor with us. And I know that probably makes me sound biased and all that, and I really don't want to trust him either, but if he doesn't trust Gus and everyone else here wants him dead, then maybe at the very least I could try keeping tabs on him?
Hmm.
Or the well. Or the dinosaur. We could throw it in there. That's fine.
Do you? Hmm. I don't know how to ask this sensitively. So I'll just say it outright. Do they feel like real memories to you that he showed you? I don't want to take that away from you. If you, especially since he seems to have some connection with time. Um. Oh, everything good?
Oh yeah, keep going.
Okay. um. I don't want to take a good question mark thing away from you. And if you, I don't care if you think it's selfish. I think you deserve to know more about yourself. I just want to make sure you're not being lied to or having something personal to you taken advantage of. You know?
And just because he wishes to garner favor with us does not mean his intentions are favorable. But
Right. I know. I know.
I don't think it's a stupid idea. I just want you to feel, make sure you're not being manipulated. Is all.
Mm. I'll leave it to you all.
Do Do you want to talk about what you saw? I'll just keep it for you for now.
It much is what I've pieced together up until this point.
Hmm.
So, to me, they felt real. But
I don't mean to make you doubt yourself, Capri. I'm sorry. They feel real, and I'll believe you that they are. And I do hope it was a good thing that you saw. But if not, it's all right. We can talk about it if you want or not.
no, it's
Mm.
getting off track.
Mm-hmm. I don't see why Capri can't keep it for now. And then maybe carry it with us for a little bit, and then if we change our minds, Sua?
Well, Capri, hmm, I don't necessarily know that I want them to come for you that way. I'd rather you be able to take care of that on your own time. So here, and I'll give him uh my little wardrobe instead of the ring. But I'll take this off and leave it somewhere where nobody will potentially see whoever comes and picks it up.
Okay.
That wardrobe should take you directly to, at least it took me to see Lynn Pranath himself. I'm not sure if he'll come to pick up the ring. That's
As I was saying, you understand somewhat how to do the ritual now. You could teach Capri. It would take you maybe an hour or so to like fully get everyone to understand the magic behind it.
hmm. Yeah, I say that that I now understand it better. But for now, I do want to make the most of the time we have here in Hinterscup. I'm desperate to get down to the library, prepare for our travel.
All right, is there anything else before we head out to get some research done? And I'm sorry that I'm not describing Hinterscop super well. I do understand that it's your first time within the city, but I I think with all of the rush, you're likely not paying too much attention to everything going on.
I'm sorry for the rush.
No, that's okay. Um, if there's nothing anyone would like to do, what are we getting
I
into at the
mean,
library?
I don't think I'm going to say anything, but it's like Seder don't like uh what Kepler was just saying like that. I mean, she she doesn't want any level of trust uh here. I don't know. I'm Nathan is having trouble thinking of what I'd say. Maybe that's for a later time, but we're moving on. We're doing it.
Sure. Getting to the library, what all are we looking into? I will give everybody one specific topic that they'd like to try to research today, and I'll let you make an investigation check to try to find a book on doing so. Otherwise, you could try to make a charisma check asking for help. Um,
Ooh.
but
Sorry, it was what versus charisma?
investigation or charisma. But we are going
Gotcha.
to kind of I guess not really role play this bit, as I just want to be able to give as much information as y'all are able to get. But I know that Gus kind of has a list. So let's go over that list first, because you personally can only do one of them.
Yes, I have I think mostly what I want to look into is like lycanthropy.
Okay, you're looking into lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy. Thank you.
Both is fine.
Like Canopy.
Lycanthropy. Yeah, I think I would prefer to get in there. See,
Okay.
just like I'm mostly looking to find like if there's something that could help Satyr stop transforming.
To not do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Or I hate to interrupt. It's more so like stop Satyr from
like
transforming when
for
she doesn't want to.
like
Yeah,
when she doesn't want to exactly.
to be
Sure.
feral. All right, I just want to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Okay. That's what Gus wants to look into. Is anyone else doing research at the library?
Yeah, I need to think about it.
A lot of your fairy related questions will have to be answered here too, just to be fair with all of you, as Ria has left.
Mm, I okay, I had something, but I
Thing
feel
is, we can always come back.
Right, you could take an extra day. Like, I know that Satyr seemed a little uncomfortable with that, but like just because um just because Abigail comes back does not mean that you will need to immediately leave. They're going there to try to extend the duration of your, like, how long you could do research and stuff.
Yes.
okay. Well, first idea, best idea. I would love to make a charisma roll to talk to a meteorologist. No, about anyone that looks like someone who would know about this dragon rainstorm.
Okay, so that might not happen even specifically in the library, but we can get to that. Okay. Who else?
Okay.
Um.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can't go blind into the Fae. Somebody got to research what we're up against.
Nader wants to find a
um,
book on how babies are made. No.
you know what's crazy? You're joking. That was almost my idea about shape changers, but um,
Whoa.
well,
That's valid though.
sorry, Xavier, you talk. I'm talking over you.
No, I mean, I was, I'm thinking of the wording. You go ahead and say the thing you were about to say.
No, well, my first thought was selfishly, I want to learn about shape changers, but that's not going to help us going forward. So I think I'm going to ask somebody at the library. I might try and make a charisma roll because my investigation is donkey. And I can't find the book I'm looking for. I'm sorry. I'm just a bit curious about things such as Faerie, in terms of their courts, their etiquette. Just stories of traveling through, what to expect, dangers. Is there anything like that you can help me find, please?
Sure. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Mudden and or not Mudden, Satyr and Kepri, is there anything that you're looking for? And it doesn't have to be about Faerie. It could just be about other things. You could be looking for other information in other ways, such as, Mudden's looking for information about this current ongoing rainstorm.
Yes.
Oh, I got so many questions, but will any of them be found normally? Probably not. Give me a bit more time to think.
Sure, Satyr, go first.
Give me
All right, fine. I'll go for
on.
something.
I think I may have. So, they're going to go close the portal, so Satyr shouldn't ask, "Hey, how do you open druid portals?" And my folks said that when my sister mentioned she was going to Eslin Nanesh, they believed that was a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
They
Yeah,
didn't mention that, but you picked it up. You picked up on
Hmm.
the fact that they thought that she might have been lying.
Uh, oh. I think about looking for essentially what Gus is currently looking for, and then I see the Morty in there. So maybe I try to find something about Rapidity, Neelix or Melix Verity. The lycanthrope hunter.
Yeah.
I really I kind of my questions got answered. I'm just don't want to change it last second.
Capri, what are you looking for?
I mess around with the miniature closet thing, enter it, and don't return. No.
Amazing.
Oof.
Is someone hammering a painting to a wall? Jesus
Mhm.
Christ. Sorry, one of my neighbors being cool.
Uh, Correct me if I'm wrong, but all the information we've gotten from Limpranoth about the artifact is that it's nearby.
Yeah.
Uh,
BRB, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
sure. Capri will see if he can find anything about old ruins or stuff like that. Things that may or may not hold anything that could be considered an artifact.
Okay. So we're gonna start from the top of the list. Gus, investigation and charisma check, please.
Alrighty. Gus got a 12 on investigation.
Okay. You spend a lot of the day looking around this library, looking for things on lycanthropy, and I think you find the name Melix Verity, which is like you notice like Satyr's already kind of looking into that, so you search on for like other means, and I don't even think Melix kind of comes about as like a cure for it. But it's just like that's a werewolf hunter,
Mhm.
but you don't find, unfortunately, you don't find any knowledge that is not already known by you.
Yeah.
Um, Murin, you're looking for
Hmm.
information on the Dragon Storm. Make me a charisma or an investigation check.
Definitely charisma.
This would be just persuasion. I'm letting investigation be a thing, so persuasion.
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
That's a 20 fucking 5.
Okay, so, you meet with, you excuse yourself from the library and just walk around the rain for a little bit, and you find like a town crier, someone who would normally give out the news. They're like at a small stand that has been set up with a hood to cover them from the rain. Um, you approach and you start inquiring about the storm. Um, and he goes, yeah, no, the rain started just a week or so ago. They this paper got put out, and they I think it has something to do with this dragon that was captured. And if everybody looks in the Ryland chat, there is a newspaper that Modin receives. And the top right, the top right story of the newspaper mentions a dragon that was caught nearby.
Okay. Amazing.
Going over this newspaper, you see writings of the Grand Tide Summit, which is trying to reestablish some sort of centralized leadership on the continent. You see a lot of local news, some stuff about a pickpocket, some things about components. You know that next month there's a fashion festival happening, and it has a lot of jobs on there. This is a week or two old, but as it gets handed over, you kind of take a look and yeah, that story probably has something to do with this storm.
Okay, so I should probably talk to the city guards?
If you think you'll have time to do so. I will say if you begin to inquire, they won't answer any questions about this dragon. It's not as though they're acting like they don't have it, but they won't give you any information.
Mm, all right. Could I at least get like the name of the group that brought the dragon down?
It was the city's guard.
Okay.
Yeah, the city's guard would have been the ones to bring them down. As you eventually do return to the party, you can all read that newsletter as you please. As I think you're given it for free, Mudden. It's a couple of weeks old.
Oh, great.
Them snorts as they see missing persons Leo and Satyr in the fucking newspaper.
Yeah.
One of those two.
Fairy courts / etiquette. That was Vem was looking into that.
Yeah, I asked somebody for help.
Yes, make me a charisma check or a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Mhm.
Okay, let's see.
27.
You rolled a 19.
Yeah.
Okay. Um.
Vim blinks her long lashes at the archival assistant, whomever it is.
Yeah, you get a little flirt on with this librarian, and they lead you like exactly where you want to go. You even have some follow-up questions to kind of get more specific, but
Mhm.
I will preface this information by saying that this is true about the Sealy courts. There is not a whole lot of information on the unsealy courts, at least not in this library. But there is some etiquette, there are some rules that you would generally like to follow, and I think all of you should write this down.
Yeah, hold on. Let me.
Oh.
All right, I have no paper in front of me. I'm opening my notes app on my fucking telephone.
There are a few.
All right, hold on. Fairy court etiquette in parentheses unseelie. Not super well known.
I could just pretend I'm a robot. It'll be fine.
All right.
So, rules. In general, none of these apply to every fairy that you will meet. But they could, and so it's wise to follow them either way. Do not give your name. Do not say thank you. Do not say, I'm sorry. Always keep your word. Do not accept gifts. Do not dance with them. Do not take random food and drink. Avoid wearing iron. Never offer anything. Debts must always be paid. Be respectful and polite. Stay on the path. And every archfey is different. The final thing that you read about, and I'll send a picture of these, so if you didn't get them all, don't worry. I'll get them to you. The final thing that you learn is the rule of 3. The magic works different within Faerie. Creatures and beings that live there, that are born there, don't really work by the same logic or magic as any of you. That place is more connected to the web of magic than anywhere else in any of the realms. And one thing that is consistent is the rule of 3s. Anything done in triplicates, anything said 3 times, anything that happens 3 times is magically binding and will have some sort of magical effect. Another thing, and this is the final thing, along with every archfey is different. The archfey rule over their own lands, and each of them will have their own rules. They will usually have 3 rules, the rule of 3. Those rules can be very different, but they are magically set in stone. They can be things like the rule of grounding, things that stop people from flying, or they can make the rule that, like, in a certain area only a certain person can speak. It is up to their whim, whatever they want, really. So traveling into an archfey's land is not recommended, but if you have to, follow your rules, be respectful, and try not to let yourself get tricked. Let me go ahead and get a picture of this. I'll send it to the chat.
Hey, I got full dim. I got 4 of them wrote down.
Kepri reads, "Don't wear armor." Ah,
I
damn.
know we can't wear iron, but can we throw salt at them? Will they like
You're
that?
not sure. You haven't read anything about salt. So the thing with iron,
No, I'm joking. Yeah.
is like Abigail and Satyr would be fine. Kepri, I think a lot of you is like you're not sure of the metal makeup, but there's a lot of stone, there's a lot of wood in there. You'd probably be okay. The rest of you wearing armors, holding weapons, you aren't quite sure.
Yeah.
Damn.
I guess I will. Well, no, I don't want to do follow ups because we're trying to get to everybody. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back to any follow-up questions on things in just a moment. Neelix Verity, Satyr, make me a charisma or an investigation. A persuasion or investigation.
Ooh. What if I just instead try to smell a book that smells like werewolves? No. My better stat is gonna be persuasion. Oh, well, 9.
You look around, you find I won't say you don't find anything. I think the name is well known enough that you do find mention of it in like a couple of stories. But you don't find anything, I don't think, substantial. Unfortunately.
Well,
Kepri, the artifact. Investigation or persuasion?
Investigation, because that's what I'm best at. Fuck me, that's nat 1 for a 5.
You don't find anything, I don't think. I think based on current knowledge, like, you do think it's somewhere in Satyr's village. But you aren't sure beyond that. Let's see here. So the successes on that were the Dragon Storm, the Fairy Etiquette, and that was it. If the two of you have any follow-up questions or things that you'd like to try to do with the information that you learned.
I Sorry, I'll let Marin go first.
I do want to talk to the town guard.
I will say, included in your little investigation, I think you already did, they will refuse to give you any further information.
Damn.
Unless you try to do something about that.
Mm, could I try and persuade them to be like, if if you work with me, I can help stop this weather problem.
Make a persuasion check. The DC is a little high.
Yeah, I bet it is. Ooh, not bad. Damn it! Yeah, I imagine a 13 doesn't do it.
Unfortunately not. I'd say if your investigation doesn't go beyond just like being like, hey, please tell me more, um, you don't really find out too much.
They said it was caught nearby. Maybe it's not in the city.
I have one thing I might want to look for. I guess could there be books on like how druids open portals into the fairy and how they could like maybe more specifically info on like when we're in there if worst comes to worst if there's a way to get out. Maybe that's a big ask.
You already know the answers to those questions.
Okay.
I'll get back to you with that in just a second.
I don't remember everything. My brain's not good tonight.
Yeah, I think Mudden, your investigation doesn't take you any further unless you decide to take your tactics any further. But Vem, is there any follow up information that you would like to look for about Fae courts and etiquette?
I oh, I started talking in an accent. I guess I did have like a particular one, and it was, I guess, kind of delving in just because Vim, is Fae, but knows like nothing, and I kind of wanted to know, like, delving specifically into the courts. Do shape changers, is that like a widespread ability, or do they belong to a particular archfey or court kind of thing? If that makes sense, what I'm asking.
Right. No, that's an easy enough question to answer. They shape changers are exist within both courts. And I think like changelings specifically don't overall belong to either or. There are no, it doesn't seem like specific species only work with specific courts. It seems like it's like a set of ideals that you just agree with or you agree with the other.
Cool. And I don't want to push this too much, but is there anything like on cases such as mine where two humans pop out a Fae baby?
I mean, plenty, but I don't think you get really any concrete information as to why because there's hundreds of reasons, which I think you already knew.
Exactly. All right. And that'll be it from me.
Stater, in terms of learning how to open a Fae portal, it's not a secret that is shared outside of druid circles, but like your mother or father could teach you. As for getting out, unless you find that portal again, it's hard to get back out. Your mother did mention being able to transport people back out, so like spells like plane shift would definitely get you out, would possibly get you in. But when it comes to opening portals yourself, you would have to ask your parents about that. It is a slightly guarded secret.
I can't remember everything. I'm sorry, but
No,
that's
it's
cool.
okay.
That's good.
Is there anything else from anybody else? There are shops here.
Yes.
I do think it is not worth me going over the shops that exist just yet. But if there were some simple items like health potions or other potions that you were looking to buy, you could probably find them here.
Uh,
Also, in
I'll leave the
terms of like magic items, you could probably get anything that lesser than rare quality.
Any shopping I'll leave to you all because I am broke.
Morton gets a shave and a haircut.
Mouldn't go
Nice.
get. Yeah, you can go get a haircut. Hell yeah.
No, should we bathe before we go to Faerie? Oh, hold on. I want to send, like, mid reading about Faerie, I think about. Oh shit. Uh, Cal, we're not here super long, but we're in the library. Don't know if you want to say hi. I'll just send that off.
You don't get an answer, but like 30 minutes later, Kel shows up. Yeah, Kel will kind of spend the day with y'all. Anxious
Like a
to get away
high
from her mother. She
bestie.
waves as she enters and
Hmm.
just kind of, sorry, I left in a rush. I didn't expect everyone to. I didn't expect to see everyone so quick after.
That's all right. We unexpected developments. We didn't expect to really be here, but you know, we're only here for a day or
Mm,
two. I forget. But good to see you.
yeah. Uh, dinner's on me, I guess.
Mm.
If there's anything I can help out with, let me know. I was able to secure some of my funds.
Hmm.
Not everything that I owe all of you, but I know you're getting ready for something big. So, in terms of gameplay mechanics, Kel is going to front 600 gold to the party
Whoa.
to prepare for this adventure.
Yo.
Yo.
I think as we're kind of getting into things, before we get too far, we're gonna end tonight's session.
Oh.
But
I'm
between this
sleepy.
week and next, I want all of you to be looking through all of like the official D&D sources, looking at magic items, looking at potions and things like that you would like to buy, using your own
Hell yeah.
gold and the 600 that Kel's given you to see what you would like to buy. Any magic item under the rare quality is available to you, no questions asked, as long as it's from an official source. But you have 600 gold from Kel, and however many funds you have yourself. You could probably talk amongst yourself within the Discord this week, figure all that kind of shopping stuff out that you'd like to do. If it comes to potions and things like that, I'll let you know the limit on how many you can buy if you want to buy a bunch, but you have a lot of resources available to you to prepare for this adventure.
Oh yeah,
Hell
I
yeah.
might see about trading some stuff too, because I would love some magic items, but I have 20 gold on me.
Oh.
I do. Yeah.
Well, Murin also has those platinum bars, which would be
Yeah.
like enough to get you a lot of things. So, like I said,
I've also
you
got
all
some shit
take
I
a
could
look,
trade.
and
Dino
we'll
teeth.
try to figure out all of the shopping at the beginning of next session.
I'm going into the Fae buck naked.